What we got there, Mom?
He must have told him about the chair. And it's a thing that it says why he wants a new chair and why he deserves a new chair.
8 weeks ago, I tuned into Bill O'Reilly, and Bill O'Reilly is talking about raising funds for our wounded warriors and for this action track chair.
Finally tonight, the Factor Tip of the Day. As you may know, we are on a campaign to get all 1,700 U.S. military people who lost arms and legs or were paralyzed in Afghanistan and Iraq special high-tech wheelchairs. Now, these track chairs, as they're called, cost $15,000 each, and they are changing lives of our wounded warriors for the better. Chairs can go everywhere, so the guys and gals go to the beach, fishing and hunting, interact with their children in a variety of places where they could not otherwise. Now you can see how worthy this project is.
Let's go where there's a need. And he said there's families out there that won't ever be able to afford one of these. Why don't you make that your target? And I'm in the construction business around San Antonio, and we have quite a few customers, and I thought, well, why don't we just get all those customers together and make this happen for someone?
Kolby was born on January 18th, 1998. Once I got to the hospital that day, they couldn't stop it. I was too far along, and said we was gonna have a baby. And he would be fine, and you know, he was gonna be 8 pounds, and Kolby ended up coming 6 weeks earlier before we had planned. Didn't get to hold him very long once he came out. He was having trouble breathing. They took him over to the ICU where he would stay for the next 3 weeks on oxygen and IVs and whatnot. When they did that, he didn't get enough oxygen, and it caused him to have brain bleeds, which had later turned into the hydrocephalus that we found out at 9 months old that he would have to have a shunt put in.
The shunt is a tube they place in his brain to drain into his abdomen so his body can get rid of those extra fluids. We've been very blessed that since he was 9, 10 months old when we had the tubes put in, that it's never occluded and we've never had to have it replaced. Frequently they break, they malfunction, and there's other things that go wrong, but we've been very blessed that he's never had another problem. That he started in a wheelchair when he was 3. Because at that time he could not sit beside himself. He had to have a special made wheelchair that held him up, strapped his upper body in. And so he's been in a wheelchair for a very long time.
Here's a car.
Whose car is this right here, this red car?
My mom's.
Yeah?
And the van right there is mine.
That's what you get around in?
Yeah. And here's the bat. Hey, let's meet my dogs.
She's old.
Sweetie.
The lady that I bought her, she said, I didn't think I used to live in
Hey, Lizzie. Lizzie. Lizzie, you're not done too old. Mom, let's go over there.
Some people play the I'm disabled card and want everybody to feel sorry for them. Kolby accepts who he is, and there is no disabled card. It's just Kolby.
Kolby is exactly how he's supposed to be. You know, it wasn't anything I did, or they say that God gives his strongest battles to his strongest soldiers, you know, that can handle it. And sometimes you think you can't, but he makes my life worth living. Kolby, all I can say really for Kolby is he's taught me more in his 15 years than I've learned from any adult in my entire life. on how to love, and he makes me a better person. And it gets tiring, and I know sometimes he'll say, "Mom, I'm sorry I can't walk. I wish I could help you." And I'm like, "I wish you could too." You know, and we still don't give up at the fact that maybe one day he will walk. And he has, you know, the faith, and he, you know, prays to God, and he don't sit there and pray, "Lord, make me walk." You know, that's just him. Just spending time with Kolby 2 or 3 days, you can pretty much see how he is and how he loves life, and he doesn't feel sorry for himself. You know, he doesn't complain about it. And I see so many kids out there that throw a fit at a baseball game, or, you know, "I can't do this, I can't have that." And I'm like, here he is confined to a wheelchair, depends on me for all his bathing, bathroom, dressing needs, everything, and he's happy with that. And he knows someday, one day, he will walk again. And that is a heartbreaker right there. He told me one day sitting on the coffee table, he said, "Mama, I'm ready to go." I said, "Where?" He's like, "I'm ready to go to heaven." I said, "Kolby, you can't leave me right now." I said, "Why do you want to go to heaven?" He said, "Because I'm going to be able to walk and run, and I won't need this chair anymore." And it broke my heart. I'm glad to know that he knows where he's going to be when he goes there, but I'm not ready for him to leave yet.
Kolby is a very outgoing child. He loves people. He loves to talk to people. He loves to be with people.
We're 4 brothers. Me and him are twins. Him and Tristan are not twins. I wish they were.
You know, no matter where we go, people talk to Kolby, and they see the brightness in his eyes, and his eyes shining, and the happiness within Kolby.
Go!
And they see how special Kolby is. And so that's always been a really great thing. And he's always been treated like one of the other kids. I don't treat him any different. I expect him to follow the same rules and be the same just like any of the other kids with the same expectations. And I think that's what you have to do with handicapped children. You have to make them feel like they're just like everybody else and that they're no different. Yes, they have their special needs you have to meet, but all in all, they're a person and they want to be treated like a person.
It's a blessing that they accept him for who he is. Kolby is just that way. I mean, people are drawn to him, kids are drawn to him.
You have to hide, and one person has to count to 30.
Not 10.
10. Do not cheat. Do not cheat.
Who cheats the most?
He is.
No, I don't.
He does. He does.
Jason does.
Growing up, he would love to go to the park. And instead of sitting there and saying, "Why can't I do that? Why are they doing that?" He could just sit there and laugh and enjoy watching the other kids swing on the swing or slide down the slide.
Ryzen broke it. It's
What is it?
I'm Uriah. I'm Kolby's older brother. I'm pretty much his caregiver slash helper slash pretty much big brother. Pretty much everything a brother should be, I guess. I reckon.
Lord knows, I don't know what I would do without him. He helps me every day.
Well, like going somewhere with Kolby and him being handicapped and everything, people definitely look at it as a different situation than what it is. I mean, yeah, he's in a wheelchair, but it doesn't change him for him because, I mean, he's still a loving, outgoing person. He doesn't look at it as it's, oh, why did this happen to me? He looks at it as a blessing because he gets to tell the world and show the world the things that he can do.
My name's Bobby Pickett. You may spell it? B-O-B-B-Y-P-I-C-K-E-T-T. And you're today at Pickett's Plants and Produce, a little family-owned farmer's market here in Alba, Texas. My grandson's Kolby Harvey. I guess, you know, a few years ago as he got a little bit older in his teens, he'd come out, put bags in, you know, baskets and, you know, rake and help just do whatever needed to be done. Water, he waters some. That's something to see. Get it over on it. There you go. You know what I mean? Get rolled up in the water hose, water going everywhere, but he does a good job. He does whatever he can do, and then he, you know, comes over and gets him a cup of ice cream, and that's it. You know, he's retired at that point. He'll get here and help us open up, and everything's got to be run through, made sure, you know, there ain't no bad produce is spoiled or anything, and he'll take stuff out in boxes and put them in the, dispose them for us. And I think the Action Track chair will help him be able to be more mobile, get around, because, you know, you leave, it ain't cement and concrete and asphalt, it's rocks and dirt and chug hose and gopher hose, and, you know, he'll be able to go down to the pool and, you know, feed the fish or feed the horses or hunt, go in the woods, you know what I'm saying? He'll be able to move around, I think, a lot more off the beaten path as far as, you know, the gravel and the asphalt, be out in the, you know, dirt and woods and move around. I think it'll be beneficial for him.
I can only imagine what it will be like when I walk by your side. I can only imagine what my eyes will see when your face is before me. I can only imagine. Yeah. Surrounded, what will my heart feel? Will I dance for you, Jesus? Or in awe of you be still? Will I stand in your presence? Or to my knees will I fall? Will I sing hallelujah? Will I be able to speak at all? I can only imagine. I can only imagine. I can only imagine when that day comes and I find myself standing in the sun.
I think the market on stuff that people need for anybody that's handicapped or disabled is jacked up. I mean, the need is there, they know it, so the cost is there. A manual chair starting out when he was little, that was probably $3,500 just for a push chair. When we moved on to our first electric chair, that's the one that had the headgear and stuff on it. That chair was $12,000. And this last wheelchair we have is $28,000 for that chair. It does put a lot of stress. There's financial stuff we can't meet. Kolby doesn't receive any kind of benefits. He doesn't get Medicaid and Social Security, disability, any of that stuff. So we have to rely on what we can do and what insurance will pay for. And so that, it does make you tired, you know, and it's, a lot of people don't understand the expense of raising a handicapped kid. He has to have medicine and special appointments to children's and all the equipment that he needs, and, you know, we just try to do the best we can, and and God provides. You know, He's been good to us, and sometimes it seems like you're not going to make it, and we always do.
I need a list for you.
Okay. Okay. On why you want, I want a new chair because, number one, I can go hunting, fishing, and camping. Number two, I can go on hikes with my family. Number three, I can go walking. Number four, I can take my dogs for a walk. Number five, I can golf at camp and home. Number six, I can play baseball. Number seven, I can explore the woods by my house. Number eight, I can get firewood. And number nine, I can join the Rains High School Fishing Club. And I deserve a new wheelchair because number one, I'm on the honor roll. Number two, I'm responsible. Number three, I can take the trash out to the woods and burn it. Number four, I'm a good kid brother and a good son. Number five, I can take dogs on walks. And number six, I can help around the house better. So I think we told you guys that we were coming to interview you as a candidate for one of these chairs. And what we're going to do is you will be the recipient this year. You will get this chair.
Woo! How do you feel about that?
Yay! Yay, it's okay.
We're excited.
My best friend gave me the best advice. He said each day's a gift and not a given right. Leave no stone unturned.
I didn't want to tell Kolby about the chair. I want him to, you know, to be surprised about it.
I've been talking about it every day. When I get this track, I'll be able to run over things, and it'll be fun, and I get to go hunting. So it's been pretty much everyday thing.
Tomorrow was too late. Could you say goodbye yesterday?
I got the chair. Yeah.
That's cool, man. What are you gonna do?
The hunting.